जय श्री माता जी। सभी लोग श्री माता जी को नमस्कार करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र। अभी हम संतुलन करेंगे। लेफ्ट हैंड श्री माता जी के सामने, राइट हैंड हम भूतत्व पे रखेंगे। श्री माता जी, आप कृपया करके हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी में जो भी कोई दोष हो या कोई भी प्रकार की बाधाएं हो, उसको इस पृथ्वी तत्व में समा लीजिए। दोनों हाथ सामने रखेंगे, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की ओर, राइट हैंड श्री माता जी के सामने। श्री माता जी, हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी में जो भी कोई दोष हो या अहंकार हो या अतिरिक्त उष्णता हो, उसको आकाश तत्व में समा लीजिए। दोनों हाथ सामने रखेंगे, चित्त पूर्ण रूप से अपने सहस्त्र पर रखेंगे। अभी हम अथर्वशीष लेंगे और उसके पश्चात श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी।
नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं भर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं कल्पितं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं त्रिविधं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवात्वं माम् अववादत्तरम् अवश्रुतरम् अवदातरम् अवदातरम् अवानुचरम् अवाशिष्टम् अवापश्चात् अवापुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात् अवदक्षिणात् अवचोदरात् अवधरात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समर्थ त्वं मया स्वं चिन्मया त्वम् आनन्दमया स्वं ब्रह्ममया त्वं सच्चिदानन्द विद्योऽसि त्वं त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि लयनिष्ठति सर्वं जगदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरपो नलो नीरो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वक्त्राणि त्वं गुणत्रयाधिका त्वं देहत्रयाधिका त्वं कालत्रयाधिका त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वं योगिनो गायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा स्वं विष्णु स्वं रुद्रः स्वं इन्द्रः स्वं अग्निः स्वं वायुः स्वं सूर्यः स्वं चन्द्रमः स्वं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरं प्रणवीं पूर्वामुक्षाय वर्णवीं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः आर्धेन्दुरसितं तारेण रुदम् एकत्रवम् अनुस्वारूपम् प्रकारपूर्वारूपम् आकारो मध्यमारूपम् अनुस्वारसंज्ञारूपम् बिन्दुरूपरारूपम् नारसन्धानं सहिता सन्धि सैषा गणेशा विद्या गणका ऋषि निश्री गायत्री छन्दा गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं वक्रमकुशधारिणं गदं च वरदं हस्तैर्विद्वानं मुषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शुक्लाकर्णकं रक्तवस्तसं रक्तगन्धमुद्रिक्तं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तमुकम्पितं देवं जगत्परमशिवम् आविर्भूतं च श्रीशैलो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनं वरः नमो गणपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवासुताय श्रीवरदामूर्तये नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
So for Vishuddhi, I would say that you should see the collectivity of Sri Krishna. He married 16,000 women. Now people might say, oh God, that's too much. And he had 5 queens, you see. Actually these 16,000 women are nothing but his 16,000 powers. Now he could not have Sahajogis as his children, you see. He was very young. So he thought of this trick that let his powers be born as women and he'll have them as wives, and it was all a big drama. And the five queens are the 5 elements who were incarnated just to use these 5 elements. He had them as his queens. It's a story, a very secretive story, and one has to understand in that line. So his collectivity was so great. Narada was the one who used to create problems, you see. He went and told one of the wives that, oh, this Krishna, he does not love you. He only loves Radha. You are under wrong ideas that he loves you. He just loves Radha, he does not love anyone. She's the one he really cares for. So they got jealous. And they went and told Sri Krishna that, see, we think that you only love Radha, you're just befooling us. And we are not going to be your wives anymore the way you are. In your heart of hearts you love Radha. He said, who told you that? He said, Narada. He said, all right, I know this Narada. So Narada came to see Sri Krishna, and Narada then heard a great scream from Sri Krishna. Narada said, what has happened? He said, oh, terrible pain in my stomach. Oh no, terrible pain. I just can't get over it. So Narada got a fright and he said, now what should we do? You better tell us the medicine. He said, if you can give the dust of your feet for me to drink, I'll be all right. See the tricks of the witness. So he said, oh God. Narada said, I can't give, because I know he is the primordial being. I can't give dust of my feet for him to drink. That would be such a bad thing to do. And I'll have all the sins of the world upon myself. I'm not going to do it. He said, I'm not doing it. He said, anybody who thinks he's my bhakta can do it. And you can ask my wives, that's a better idea. So Narada went round. He said, oh, he's in terrible pain. Why don't you give the dust of your feet? He said, no, nothing doing. See, as it is, he doesn't love us. In his heart is only Radha. And he wants us to give the dust of our feet. We are not mad. We'll have no punyas. We'll have no good deeds for us. And what's going to happen? So, Sri Krishna said, if you cannot give me, then what am I to do now? I've got terrible pain. And somebody has to do it. So Narada said, what do you suggest yourself? He said, you go and ask Radha. She's the only person left now. So he went to Gokul. And the Vrindavan, that area, has got the dust of yellow color, like a pollen, the color of a pollen. And he went and told that he's got pain in the stomach. And now what to do? He said, and what did he say? He said, if you give the dust of your feet, he'll be all right. He said, take it, just now, take it. He said, aren't you worried? He said, about what? He's the primordial being. You give him your dust. What will happen? She didn't feel guilty. She said, this is all that. Take it up. And he scrapped some of the dust. He said, aren't you worried? You'll be losing completely in your punyas and all that. She said, oh, don't you worry. And she said, he's the one who makes me do all the sins, and he's the one who makes me love others, and he does everything. I'm not bothered. It is his lookout. If he has asked for it, better take it. So he went to Krishna. The beauty of the story is here. He went to Sri Krishna and told him that she's given the thing. He said, bring it, Rani. And he drank. And Krishna, he said, but I was surprised at her answer, that it is you who do all kinds of sins and this and that. And you are the one who makes her love others, and whatever he does is say not things, she doesn't bother about it. She's not worried about papa and punya. She's not worried about sin and good deeds. She said, it's he who does everything. I have nothing to bother. Let him do what he likes. If he wants it, I'll give. I'm surprised she's not bothered. So Sri Krishna said, all right, you just watch just now. Watch my heart. And Sri Krishna opened his heart, and in the heart was Radha's. It was a lotus, and the lotus had the pollen, and her feet were touching that pollen. If her feet are touching that pollen there, then what is the punyas? And what are their punyas? If her feet are in his heart, then what is to decide? See the beauty. The poetry of the divine is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. If you understand the poetry, then you will never feel guilt. You are unnecessarily taking out thorns out of flowers. The beauty is so much. It's so beautiful it is. The whole thing is so poetic that to understand that poetry, you have to cut down all these ideas of cursing yourself and saying bad things to yourself. Leave everything to the divine in full understanding and in full love. You don't need much imagination for that. It's just when you go to your heart and see for yourself how much you have got. Just think. When you think of your guilt, you think, where were you? What was your condition? Did you ever expect that you will get realization sitting down in London watching Thames television? And you got it. Just think of the blessings and the grace. And forget about feeling guilty. Just be joyous and happy. And smile at yourself. There should be giggle all the time behind the lips. When these things will happen to you, then you will start feeling the joy within you. And that joy should be felt. It's just a play of the divine, which is to be seen as a play, and not as something serious and a horrible thing which makes you guilty. No. No more you are going to feel guilty. But if you are doing something wrong against Sahaja Yoga, by which you are bringing bad name to Sahaja Yoga, then you must immediately correct. Such people will be definitely punished, whether they feel guilty or not. There's no doubt about it. But if you are losing in collectivity, you better improve. There are many people like that. First thing they'll say, I was never told, I did not know, he should tell me. Some people will never tell. You see, this is the same style of people. Why not be open, just open? You see flowers, they are only always on top of the tree. Do they hide themselves under some roots and things? Only the creepers, horrible ones, like snakes and worms and all these things, they hide. Why do they hide? Because they can't face the beauty of sun. They can't face the beauty of collectivity. So they hide. And these scorpions, they hide. Why should you hide anything from each other? Be open. Talk to each other openly without any reservations. I mean, small things like people used to first, well, mother, she's taken away my soap. And I used to say, oh God, look at these people. Oh, I can't use that soap, you see. Perhaps you have not noticed I've been using a common soap there throughout. I deliberately did not use my soap. I left my soap down there so that you can use it for a different purpose. I play like this all the time with you. But you have to also start playing with me, otherwise you will not be in the game. You will be left out, you will never enjoy. And not only that, you will be misfits. But like the way other fellow has asked me, that how do you go to eternal hell? I answered him very simply. I said, you can take 2 running jumps and go there. Imagine the fellow doing that. It's like that. So this is how we create our heavens and our hell. Sahaja Yoga is not for people who want to go to hell. It's very easy. But to deny Sahaja Yoga and to defy it after coming to it, and not to accept the verdict of Sahaja Yoga, and to displease the deities, is the worst thing one can do. Either you don't come. If you come, you have to obey and understand that these are the laws which are eternal and you cannot surpass them. You accept them, then you enjoy. What's the use of denying them? If you do not accept them, you cannot enjoy yourself. And you'll create a hell for yourself and for others. So, today I say that let us open our heart. Just like the flowers. We have to come up the tree. Let us compete in giving more, being nice to others instead of criticizing. And sometimes people come and tell me, oh, he did like this. I don't like it much. Unless it is fundamentally something wrong, you should not. And I know how many people can carry on with others. That's very important. So the collectivity must be brought in. But your character itself should be such that people should say, oh, she's very sweet, or he's very nice, and he's nice to everyone. Then also they should say not only that, but their ideal, the way they behave, especially husband and wives. I've seen that some of them are very much appreciated, some of them are neutral type, and some of them are condemned. When you are married before me, it's your moral responsibility to see that you really create a good relationship and do not hate each other. One should not judge by other norms like, you see, he didn't bring me a sari or he didn't bring me a frock or something like that. But we have to be ideals. I've seen either they are dominated or they do not want to get dominated or they dominate. There are only three categories. Wise are those who get over this category and make a beautiful thing out of it. That's the challenging point. And all such people who can take up the challenge have been married. If they fail, I don't think anybody will marry again. Most of them may remain bachelors or spinsters or what you call them. So it's not good. Those who are married have a great responsibility. To be sensible, not dominating at all by any chance. Nobody has business to say don't do that. Nobody. After Sahaja. Before Sahaja is alright. After that not to say don't. And you don't have to be also off-handed by doing everything that you want to do yourself. Both things are wrong. There should be combination and understanding. I think the married people have much greater responsibility than the unmarried in Sahaja. Then the mothers and the parents are also very responsible people. They have to guide others how they have to live with each other. The norms have to change. It's not how much you are educated or what you know and efficiency. That's not so important in Sahaja at all. How much you earn, or it's not important. What is important is how you deal with each other and enjoy each other. How much capacity you have got to enjoy each other. And that's the way you really transform yourself into a beautiful, joyous personality and others too. I hope the rain would stop and we'll have our puja now. So may God bless you. Enjoy every bit of it. Enjoy every bit of it.
श्री माता जी, हम पूर्ण रूप से आपको समर्पित है। श्री माता जी, आप ही करता है। श्री माता जी, आप ही हरता है और आप ही धरता है। यू आर द प्लानर, you are the doer, and you are the executor. We completely surrender to you. We completely surrender to you. श्री माता जी, आप कृपया करके हमें आशीर्वादित कीजिए कि हमारा चित्त सदैव आपके श्री चरणों में स्थित रहे। थैंक यू श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी को हम नमस्कार करें और वंदन लेंगे।